All right, here we are for some Rogue Actions Monday morning, bright and not as early as normal. We're a little bit late today, Heinz. You've been doing some watch party with your patrons. We got the meme of the week showing here already. You said this to me. This is not the Mandalorian you're looking for, okay?
It's not. It's not. It's it's standard issue, but no, it's not.
Oh man. All right. Now, before we get today's video started off, Heinz and I did want to call out a really good cause in the community right now. Throw some support behind a member of our community who has cancer. Heinz, can you please talk about that?
Yeah, if you don't mind, guys. Firstly, good morning, everyone. Great to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us. But yeah, I want to have a quick chat. There is a player in the community who is 14 years old, Mini Snowwalker. I've been speaking to Mini's grandfather the last few days, and today, earlier on.
Yeah.
And long story short is that poor little Mini actually has cancer in the late stages. Birthday's coming up in a few weeks from now. And it's going to be a fight to whether poor Minnie is even going to make it to 15th birthday. So I just want to give a quick shout out to the family and go, guys, we're all supporting you as the Galaxy of Heroes community do support so many people that need some love and support. So our thoughts are with you guys. There is a bit of a thing going around at the moment. I've actually changed my in-game name and added Minnie to it for the next few weeks. That's just something I've decided to do, and so have many others. It's driven around there. It's starting to get some momentum up. So if you guys feel obligated, it's totally up to you, of course, but I've done it. I think it would be a nice gesture if anyone else wants to join the cause. I think it'd be a pretty cool thing for a few weeks.
Yes, I'm going to do that right now. So you're adding, how do you spell it, Mini?
Just M-I-N-I. Chuck that at the front of your name, bro. That's what I've done.
M-I-N-I. Adding that to my name right now.
Boom.
As the video is being recorded. Actually, my computer's being a bit funny about it, but I'm going to do that myself. We'll put some links down below. Is there any GoFundMe? Is there anything like that?
Not that I'm aware of at this point, guys, but that might come in the next few weeks. I'm not sure, but
okay,
I think
we'll keep you guys posted.
Just a sign of support at this point, I think, is something that we can certainly do quite easily and quickly. And a couple of crystals, guys, in the grand scheme of things, I don't think it's too much to ask.
Okay, well, show your support in game for now. Then everyone, add that Mini at the end of your game. And Mini, if you're watching this, we're all with you. This is an amazing community for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and I hate to hear that one of us would be going through something like that. And so, Mini, we got your back. All right, let's talk about the next thing here. It's kind of hard to move on from that. That just makes me feel a lot of things. But Ahsoka needed for GLK. There's a lot of speculation about this right now in the community because we have a conquest that that feels like a bonus conquest. So we were talking about this beforehand, and the reason why we've got this here right at the beginning is because we actually want to dispel this, because we don't believe that this means anything, because this is an extra conquest because of the conquest they messed up, not because they're trying to rush out Ahsoka Tano, right?
Yeah, that's my thoughts, to be honest. They did say that they were going to reschedule the next few to make up for the cancelled conquest. I believe this is just to help try and get the schedule back online, back to the way that they want to do it. So that's why I believe they're pretty well back to back at this point. I wouldn't expect Commander Tano in the requirements, from my opinion. But hey, subject to change. I had to say it.
That's your favorite phrase.
It is.
Yeah, so we got a lot of hype with the new conquest, of course. More Ahsoka shards. We're going to be, if you've been maxing out your crate, you're going to be 1/3 of the way there. But even then, I mean, it's still going to be a little bit until we get her. I don't think, now, if they're going to require her, it won't be, I don't think this means anything about that. Because it's obviously it was already in the cards, independent of Ahsoka Tano, for them to do this new conquest. And so just something to be aware of. That said, they could still require her. And we do need to talk about the next round of requirements. And we have got a ZETA bet. Heinz and I have shook hands, and we have independently created our list of predictions of the next 5 characters that will be needed for GL Kenobi. And we're going to list those off. We haven't coordinated this. Now, there's one character I can think is definitely going to be on both of our lists, but then the last 4 are wide open. And whoever gets the most right will be able to force a ZETA on the other person. Are you ready for this, Heinzie?
I am ready, and I've got a little bit of a wild card Zeta as well. We're going to come to that as well at the
Okay,
end.
I already
Yeah.
know what it is. When you make the character prediction that you're gonna make, you could tell us. Heinzie's willing to. He's so confident about one character, he's gonna bet a Zeta that character is required. So here's how we're gonna do this, guys. Here's how this game works. I'm gonna go first, then Heinzie will go, and let's just say if we have the same character, you could say that next, so that we knock the carryovers out, and then at the end we'll have the spicy different picks for the Galactic Legend requirement. So I'm gonna get the most obvious one out of the way. Commander Cody is my first prediction. I feel like if that one's not on your list, Heinzie, then I've already won because that guy's being required. I don't care what anybody says. I'm assuming he's on your list.
On the top of my list, the very first one I put on my list.
Yeah.
If Cody is not included, that is a huge stuff up. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
So yeah, Cody would 100% take it to the bank as far as you can. Be a requirement in the next set. I'm surprised we haven't already had Cody in the requirements up until now, to be fair.
All right. So we're 1-1 now. We've got the same one. So that one's kind of a wash. So number 2, Kit Fisto, I think is going to be required. We've already had some Galactic Republic Jedi. Kind of my tipping point here is, will they require Bad Batch or not? My thinking is they won't. And so I think they're going to go the Galactic Republic route for at least some of these requirements. Although I'm not going to predict all Galactic Republic here. But Kit Fisto, he's a character not a lot of people have farmed, or at least they don't have him geared. And I think that makes sense with the lore as well. Is Kit Fisto on your list?
No.
Oh, no! Here we go. It's getting spicy early.
Is not on my list. I've actually replaced Kit Fisto, and I don't know if you've got this one on your list, but I've actually gone down a slightly different character in the same vein as what you're looking at. I think Eth Koth will be a requirement instead of Kit Fisto. Okay. So that's my prediction. I don't know if you had Eth Koth on your list or not. There we go.
I do not have
so there's
Koth
one
there.
we've got different straight off the mark. So there we go. There's an opening right there.
Okay, so I've got Kit Fisto. He's got Eth Koth. I could see either. Neither of them really have a strong connection to General Kenobi, or sorry, GL Kenobi. I've made that mistake so many times. I've just got it infused in my brain in this game that Kenobi is General Kenobi. Anyway, I don't think either of them have a super strong connection to him, other than the fact that they're Jedi. So all right,
and Galactic Republic,
Republic.
You can't go wrong with either of those. But it's the Galactic Republic touch.
I want it to be Kit Fisto, I think.
Eth
Koth is just whatever, but Kit Fisto's freaking, he's dope.
Yeah, Eth Koth goes okay. He was all right for a while there.
All right, my next one, number 3, Plo Koon. I could really see this would be required, especially because he's on the council, and he does have more connection to General... did it again. GL Kenobi. I'm like Pavlov's dog here. I'm so conditioned. Do you have Plo Koon?
Yes, I do. Okay. I have got Plo Koon. Makes sense. I mean, in the last few Galactic Legends, they have included some pilots as well. So I think Plo Koon is a great character anyway. Comes with a ship that a lot of us use in our negotiator fleet at this point in time. Yeah. It would make a lot of sense for him to be a requirement, certainly.
Don't demonetize us, YouTube. All right, next up, my number 4 is also Galactic Republic Jedi. I've got Luminara.
Oh, okay.
And she's my last Galactic Republic character on this list. Do you have Lumi?
No.
Whoa! All right, so we got 2 differences now, minimum. I think we're going to have 3 because I don't think you're going to pick my last one.
No.
So who else do you have in there in Lumi's space?
I went someone that General Kenobi had certainly worked with for some time. I went Grandmaster Yoda as the option for that one instead. So I think Grandmaster Yoda will be a requirement. That just, again, it fits in the timeline as well. Obviously, a teacher of a lot of Jedi, as well as certainly a Galactic Republic character. And then, of course, very close with Kenobi. So to me, that one makes more sense.
So this is one I absolutely think could be a requirement. I didn't personally predict him for this, mostly because I kind of went for a harder route because I think that this last batch will be a bit harder. The only reason I'm not including Yoda is because a lot of people have him relicked. And I'm not sure if they'll require him for those reasons, but they could. So I would be a huge fan of them requiring Yoda. I'm just not personally predicting that. So hopefully you're right on that one. All right, are you ready for my sleeper 5th pick? I had to pick somebody off the beaten path here. They've surprised us with these Reqs, especially round 2. The Separatist characters they required, especially Magna Guard, Watt. Really shocked me. Grievous not so much, but Magna Guard and Watt. I think they're going to require another Separatist, and the Separatist I think they will require is Newt Gunray.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see that. I would actually think, and again, I haven't picked this in my requirements. I thought if there was going to be another Separatist, I think Kenobi certainly went up against a few droidicas along the way. That would have been a better one for me than Newt. But again, very, very interesting thought. But I haven't gone down the track of another Separatist in my 5th.
Yep, and that's fine. This is kind of like my Hail Mary pass because
I like it.
I don't want to just make safe picks. I've got to go big or go home, right?
I agree.
And so,
and speaking of going big and going home,
all right, here we go.
My 5th character, and I'm going to put an additional Zeta on it if I'm wrong.
I am not putting a Zeta on Newt, just so you guys know.
Now, as you said, Cubs, you said this yourself only a few minutes ago, that so far it's been pretty easy. And I think we all agree the requirements have been pretty good up until now.
Yeah.
They're going to hit us with something hard at the end. That little, that little speed bump along the way just to finish it off. I do think Kiadi Mundi is going to be a requirement. I just believe will be
Boo this man.
A requirement.
Boo!
Now, let's be clear. Let's be clear about this. I want to be wrong. I really do want to be wrong here. And as I said, if I'm wrong, I'll be the first one to put my hand up and say it. Yeah. And I'll do it an extra Zeta if I get them both. If I get everything wrong, I'll do 2.
All right.
That's where I'm at. So
do I get to pick both of them?
I really do, but we'll see.
Do I get to pick both of them?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So we might just end up exchanging Zetas.
Maybe.
Because
you do one, I do one.
Because you might get more than me, but Kiadi Mundi isn't required.
Correct.
So that we'll just swap.
We do one each anyway.
And we did agree too. If we tie, if we have a tie, then we'll both do Zetas for each other.
Correct.
So either way, you guys get some fun, miserable Zeta action here. And we will do that right here on Rogue Actions next week because we are getting those requirements on Wednesday this week based on CG's schedule that they outlined. I believe they said June 9th. So anyway, we got another half of this video over on Heinze's channel. Be sure to click the link below so you guys can continue the Rogue Actions action. Thank you so much for joining me, Heinze. Looking forward to those Kenobi Reqs, and then we can get on to the kit.
Always a pleasure. Have a good week. Hope it doesn't hurt too much, guys. Bye.
See you guys later.
Mwah.